because we apply security in a row level filter. So I can create a role here. I would call it United States Sales Manager, and I would put a filter on country field. I would say this is equal to United States. Or I can create another role, which is Europe Sales Manager, and the filter for that is Group V Europe. Right, so you create roles like this. These are DAX filters in the role. You create roles like this. You can test it here as well. This is just for testing. Click on View as Role. Europe Sales Manager, so you will see this. Only Europe countries. And then United States Sales Manager, you will see United States. So this is just for viewing and testing, right? So it works perfectly in this testing. Now, we have to publish this into Power BI website and add users to these roles. So I publish it. I have to save it first. So RLS 2017 11/01. In New Zealand time, it is now 1st of November. So I just save it and then publish it to my workspace. So once it gets published, so it is published already, so I'll go to that report. I find, I will see everything in this report. The person who published the report is report owner, so I will see everything. Then I go to view related, find the data set, go to the security and add people under this. So I would add my other account under this security role that I have. This is adding them under the security. You still need to share this report with them. So I'll go back to my workspace, to that report. I use the basic dashboard sharing, so I just pin it to a dashboard. And then share that dashboard. So now that this is shared with the other user in shared with me will see this report or dashboard, will click on that. However, they will see only these 3 countries. Even if they go to the report, they will see only this part of the data that they have authorized. So only they can see what is authorized for them here. This is called role-level security, and it works really easy. You can see how easy it works here in this scenario. There are other methods of implementing role-level security. Those methods are talking when you have already these roles groups defined within your data tables and using those data tables as a source of security. That is called dynamic role-level security. And that method especially is helpful when you have a lot of roles to create. So maintenance of that would be high. So for that, we just go through dynamic role-level security to create that. But because we don't have time to talk about that, I just leave it. I have written blog post about it, so you can read about this. And also a role-level security when you have analysis services tabular connection. So we can go through a couple of questions. Let me just see how many questions we've got. Okay, so it's a lot of questions. Okay, let me start from the end. Okay, question, can we restrict users to have just save as functionality instead of both save and save as? Not sure if this is related to which method of sharing. If this is related to
yeah, Power BI embedded it is.
Power BI embedded?
Yes.
Yeah. With Power BI embedded, yes, you can control everything. You can control this if they have access to save as or if they have access to save. All of this should be managed through the code. The other question?
Raja, we can't hear you properly. Can you repeat that answer?
So I mean, in Power BI embedded, you can control everything. You can control if they have this access or not, if they have the other access or not. But all of these control options should be within your application. So within your web application, you should control all of these within the code. It is
Okay,
possible with the code.
okay, okay. Do you have any article on this?
I don't have any article about changing this access, but I have like 6 blog posts about how to embed content into Power BI. So once you embed that, then those are just different switch. You just change the switch property fields and it will work perfectly fine.
Okay, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, other question. Can we publish PBIX file by uploading in our application instead of using Power BI desktop to publish? We do not want to share the Power BI Pro credential with the people who author the report. We want control over which author is requesting to publish a report. So previous method of sharing with Power BI embedded was actually that way. You published it from the application. You can still do that. You can still write part of your application that do the publishing instead of using Power BI desktop to publish it. So it is possible. So you can create an application that you get PBIX file from your developer, then publish it to Power BI website. After publishing it, grab the code, the link for that, embed it into a Power BI Rift. All of these can be automated. The thing about Power BI embedded or REST API of Power BI is that it is very